The Don Lemon Show is on the road today to bring you what's happening in the world. And support for the show comes from Zbiotics. We're going to start with something that's helpful for you. I've got to tell you about this stuff. It really works. It's called pre-alcohol, and it's a probiotic drink that you can take before you start drinking. It is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic designed by PhD scientists to help you feel your best after you've had a couple drinks. Here's what happens. So when you drink, your body turns alcohol into a toxic byproduct in your gut, and it is that thing that makes you feel so rough the next day. Pre-alcohol produces an enzyme that breaks that byproduct down before it can build up. I first tried it before a dinner party, a big dinner party. I told you about it, cocktail with friends. So I slept great. I woke up ready to go the next day, and with fall sports gear, if you are tailgating or watching the game with friends, make Zbiotics your first drink of the night so that you can enjoy the next day too. So go to zbiotics.com/lemon, use the code LEMON at checkout for 15% off of your first order. It is risk-free with a 100% money-back guarantee. That's zbiotics.com/lemon. Hey everybody, welcome to the Don Lemon Show, Lemon Live at 5. We're going to show you right here outside of the detention center here in Illinois, and there's a confrontation happening. Let's see. There's a confrontation between some of the protesters there, some folks from Turning Point USA. There's also a woman here who has a I love ICE sign, so this just started happening. Let me see.
I remember you over at that fest.
These are the sons and daughters of colonizers.
Where would I go?
The sons and daughters of colonizers.
If I went to Germany,
You are happy. You guys enjoy raping our people, pillaging our communities, right?
Have I done
you
that?
love pillaging our communities. That's what it is. You love pillaging our communities.
I haven't done that.
Yeah, you're guilty too.
No.
Yeah, you're a descendant of those people. You're guilty too.
You're a descendant of the Spanish.
No, I'm not. I'm a descendant of the Otomi people.
And Spain.
Oh, the Otomi
Your last name
people.
is Spanish, Salazar.
Yeah, because I was absorbed by my people were absorbed by the Spanish, and they gave us that land.
Let me tell you what's happening, because we had to,
you know history.
didn't plan to do this, but just before we were going to stream live, this confrontation started. Now, this is what I'm being told, that these folks here, the guys in the press, the other guy on the other side, they're from Turning Point USA. And apparently there was a scuffle earlier that they said that these guys instigated, and that's why one reason they got kicked out from the bigger protest that we had this morning, and they moved all the people out of there. So this guy, she's got the pro-ICE thing, and that's the Turning Point USA guy. And so now this is happening.
We don't hate you guys. You guys are squatters here. We've invited you. We welcomed you here. We've welcomed you here. And you repay us this way. You take and take and take. You're parasitic. You're parasitic. You're parasitic. Literally.
Why don't you go back to Mexico?
It's not easy for us.
Oh, do you know this was once Mexico?
He asked the guy, if you're from Mexico, why don't you go back to Mexico? The Turning Point USA.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You don't have any ownership here. I'm more related to the indigenous people than you are.
So? Doesn't matter.
So, those are my cousins, literally.
Okay.
My cousins, literally. I share DNA with those people. What are you talking about?
What's your point?
What's your point?
My point is I'm allowed to be here because I'm an American citizen.
Yeah.
I was born
You got ownership. That's what it is, man. You got ownership issues, man. That's what it is.
I was born
You think
here.
you own everything. You think you own everything.
I don't own everything.
Yeah. No, I don't.
This is America.
Shit. I'm just a guest on this land. That's all I am. Hey, listen, Mother Earth is all of ours. But you guys have made it so that you guys can profit from this land. So that you guys can take ownership of this land. You don't have no shame, dude.
Now it's my land, too.
You
You just said it was my land.
You don't have any shame,
I was
bro.
born here.
You don't have any shame. Act like you love this land, bro. Don't try to demonize
No,
people
we're telling
here.
illegals to go home.
You have some type of superiority complex. You have a superiority
100% legal,
but
buddy.
why you do
I don't
what you
think I'm
do.
superior to anybody. Maybe intellectually in some cases, but
People are always. You guys invented eugenics. What are you talking about?
What?
invent eugenics.
What?
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Your people didn't invent
Eugenics are everywhere, across all human history.
Not at all.
The Egyptians enslaved the Jews. The Egyptians were wrong for doing that.
All people invented eugenics. It was a specific group of people, and you descend from those people.
You descend from those
You
people?
descend from those people. No, I don't.
Yeah, you're part
No.
Spanish.
No, I'm not. You don't even know my DNA.
Your last name is Salazar.
So?
Salazar.
So?
This is America.
Black people have white last names too. Does that make them white?
No, but they're still born here.
Exactly. They were Christianized the same way my people were.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, there's a lot wrong with it. It was forced.
There's nothing wrong with it.
You guys just force yourself on everybody.
A lot of Mexican people are
yourself on everybody. That's what it is.
You're doing right
That's
now.
what it is. You force yourself on everybody.
Sounds like
your ideals are forced on everybody. You got a superiority complex. That's what it is.
You came up to us.
Superiority complex. Yeah.
Can I ask you guys something? Would you ever just sit down and listen to something that he's saying, and would you ever just sit down and listen to it?
Nice to meet you.
Oh my gosh. And he's with me. My own people hate me. Yes. How are you?
Go ahead.
So would you ever like sit down and have a conversation?
I sit down with people like him all the time and have conversations with them, yeah.
We're on a tour.
But he
right
came
now.
up to me hostile, and the first thing he said to me was I was
Never
racist.
wrong.
So I began asking him, why am I racist? What have I done that's
Ideals
racist?
are
He couldn't tell me
racist.
anything. He doesn't even know what my
You're
ideals
okay
are.
with
I
this.
asked him. He doesn't know what my ideals are.
You're okay with this.
He doesn't know me at all.
You're okay with this.
Somebody told him I'm racist, and he came up and started calling me racist.
pointed
And
your
then he
ass
started
off the
freaking
crowd.
out.
They pointed your ass off the crowd.
So are you with Turning Point USA?
I contract for them, but I'm not working for them today.
What do you mean you contract with them?
Like I contract report for Turning Point, but I'm not working for them today.
You're a member of Turning Point.
No, I just contract
Everybody knows
report
who you are.
sometimes.
I'm sorry.
I just contract report for them sometimes, but I'm not today. I'm not in Turning Point capacity right now.
Okay.
I'm not with Turning Point right now. No.
Were you guys a part of the scuffle that happened over there? Because people were telling us that
I
it
haven't
was
seen any
some of you
scuffles
guys on the other side.
No.
You guys who were wearing the press vest. You're not.
No,
those
we weren't
guys.
in the scuffle.
I haven't seen any scuffles today.
Yeah.
So would you ever talk to these? Or do you
Talk to
think
these type of people all the time.
you think he's racist?
His ideals are.
What are my ideals?
Your
What are my
ideals are.
ideals?
Do you align with a Trump?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a fucking known racist.
What has he done that's racist?
No, he's not.
He's done a lot that has been racist.
Name
What?
one example.
Stereotype Mexicans.
Where did he do that?
Central Park 5. When did he do that? When did he not do that? You want me to pull up the fucking clip?
Yeah. What did
You want me to pull up the clip?
I would get in on this, but this is not my argument.
What did he do?
Yeah.
He demonized young black men
Who he thought were murderers, yeah.
who he thought were murderers. Why? Because he stereotyped the fuck out of them. And what happened in that case?
Suspects.
What happened in that case? They were all fucking innocent.
Okay, he was wrong about something.
He was wrong
People are
about something.
People get wrongly accused.
I've been wrong about things. Don has been wrong about
And you just defended that shit. You knew about that shit and you defended it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
They were the
Let me ask you
You
something.
guys
You think
support him
someone
until you
who
get
called
fucking proved wrong.
for the death of people who have been exonerated and in the paper, you don't think that's
You're talking about Central Park 5?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not an expert on the Central Park 5 situation, obviously.
You know about it.
This happened before I was born,
You just got
probably. When was
pre-programmed.
it?
That's why you're fucking backpedaling.
Happened before I was born. I don't know the
backpedaling.
details
That's
of.
what it is.
Shut up. I don't know the details of that
You
case
do.
specifically,
You
but it was
do.
before they were exonerated.
You
correct?
do, and I'm pretty sure you fucking talk about it all
and
the
then they
time on
asked
your
him to
fucking channel.
apologize. He never apologized.
On your
for
racist
it.
ass channel.
He never took back what
Well,
he said.
and then I don't agree with Donald Trump on everything. I'd say, well, then maybe he should apologize, but that's fine.
You agree with him about the part where he
it's not
came down the escalator and said, people from Mexico are rapists,
He got called
murderers.
MS-13. He was talking about MS-13.
Shame!
He said all
Shame!
No, he didn't. He said he was talking specifically in the context of MS-13.
Shame! 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 Shame!
If you want to do an interview, Don, we can do it.
I think people should see. We're live. I think people should see what's happening while it's up. He said, and some of them I would imagine are good people.
Some of them.
Correct. Yes.
Some of them I would imagine.
Yes, some of them are good people. Yeah,
He
but he
said
was
some
talking.
of them I would imagine.
He was talking. He was
I
the
would imagine.
He was talking in the context
Doubt.
of MS-13, whose
Doubt.
motto, by the way, is "Kill, Steal, Rape, Control."
Yeah, I don't think you're right about it. I don't think he was talking about MS-13. I think he would have said
MS-13.
I think he would have said MS-13. He didn't say MS-13.
He was talking in the context of MS-13. So, like, if I ask you right now to say something about
hang on, hold on one
MS-13,
second.
if I ask you right now to say something about MS-13, are you going to reiterate MS-13?
No. Let me just. He was running for office. He was announcing a run for office. He never mentioned MS-13. So what evidence do you have that he was talking about MS-13?
I can't pull up evidence right now because I'm live. But like,
Why
I'd
are
love
you
to.
arguing it if you don't know the evidence? I watched the entire speech.
I can't pull it up for you. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yes, but he did not say MS-13.
Exactly.
He was speaking in the
He said
context.
they're bringing
of
crime.
He didn't
They're
mention
bringing
MS-13
drugs. They're
all the time.
bringing crime. They're rapists, and some of them I imagine are good people. That's the quote. He never said anything about
Wait,
MS-13.
Hold up. So let's for a second assume that he was not talking about MS-13. What's the problem with the quote?
What's the problem?
Yes.
You're qualifying a whole group of people as bringing drugs and crimes and rapists.
You just admitted that he admitted some of them are good people. But do you deny that Mexican cartels are coming up from Mexico and bringing gangs and rape and drugs? There's enough fentanyl that comes across this border every single
America's
year
filled with
to kill
gangs.
every
You guys
American by
created that
overdose.
shit.
What you're doing, though, is you're looking
The first gangs were fucking
Hang on a
white
second.
European gangs.
The cops are here.
Here, we gotta get behind the barriers.
Get behind the barrier.
No, the reason that people think it's racist is because he didn't say immigrants are good people who actually contribute to our society.
He is an immigrant.
But hang on.
He knows this.
Hold on. Let me get my thought out. He didn't say, immigrants are good people and they contribute to society. They pay into an income tax system or a healthcare system that they get no, benefits from. And we need to both.
I don't agree with that.
Yes, no. Yes, undocumented.
For Trump, it goes without saying. He's an illegal immigrant himself. Undocumented immigrants. Look at the House Committee on Budget. The net fiscal drain of the illegal immigrant is $68,000 per
But
person.
undocumented immigrants do pay into the system.
They do, but not enough to offset the amount of social welfare they use. The House Committee on Budget did a report on this with the
Not
Center of
enough to
Immigration
offset the
Studies.
amount of social
The net fiscal
welfare that
drain is
Americans use, that documented
you finish, but you don't let me respond. The net fiscal drain of an illegal immigrant, according to the House Committee on Budget, is $68,000 per person. The formula for that is social welfare used minus taxes paid.
You're not factoring in the number of Americans who are documented who drain the system. That's way more than people who are documented or undocumented.
Illegals or illegals.
Because it's very relevant. Because you're only because it's
They are.
important to have a conversation about people who are Americans who are documented who drain the systems as well.
No, you're making.
Of course, you support
You
legal
were
immigration.
wasted last
Right, and the
time.
president is an immigrant. So, what's the point here?
The president is not an immigrant.
He's a second-generation immigrant. His wife is a first-generation immigrant. All of his children are
parents
second-generation
were immigrants.
He's a second-generation immigrant.
That's like saying that. It's like saying that I am.
His wife is a first-generation.
That's like saying that
All of
I
his
am.
children are
Okay, so he's a
second-generation
descendant of an immigrant, but
He's
he's not
a
an
second-generation immigrant.
Okay, that's like saying
His
that I'm
wife
an
is a
enslaved
first-generation
person.
immigrant.
You would say that I'm an enslaved person.
No, it's not,
I'm a
because
descendant
you're not
of an
two generations away from an enslaved person.
How do you know?
Because nobody was enslaved 2 generations ago.
Yes, they were. There were people who were enslaved and indentured servants 2 generations ago. Did you ever go to the
chattel
South and
slavery
see?
2 generations ago.
Slavery was abolished like what, 200 years ago?
In the North, slavery was abolished in 1804, 5 years before Lincoln was even born. And in the South, it was abolished in 1860.
There were
Was your mother a slave?
You become a fucking slave.
My mother was born in the 40s. My grandmother was born in the early 1900s, and before that,
Okay,
those
was she a
descendants
slave?
were slaves.
Were either of them a slave?
Yes, no, but my
No, they weren't.
great
Okay, so answer my question. They're not.
grandmother was a slave.
No, they're not. Donald Trump is a second.
Oh my God, you're going to tell me what my great grandmother was a slave?
She wasn't a chattel slave. Chattel slavery.
Timu Charlie Kirk.
Chattel slavery was abolished.
Now you're qualifying what slavery is. It's chattel or whatever. There were people who were indentured servants as well after that. And you realize people did not know that they were actually free from slavery until some years later because they wouldn't allow them to stay.
Take off your jacket. I'm sure you're wearing a fucking schnazi fucking.
I'm not.
Beard on
Lord.
there.
Anyways, so you would sit down with him and talk. But you've been talking to me, but you don't let me get my statement
Well, it's hard. First of all, it's hard to hear you. Second of all, I think you also have not let me get my statements out as well. If you want to go somewhere quieter, I'm happy to have a dialogue with
I'm
you.
on mine. I don't have enough time.
I'm happy to have a civil dialogue with you. I'm actually traveling the country right now and having sit-down conversations with people who disagree with me.
But you're not the Turning Point USA supporter, or you don't belong to the organization. You said you contract.
Well, of course I support Turning Point. I contract report for them. Like I go to protests and do coverage for them. I'm not doing that right now.
Upholding
but,
white
yeah.
tea supremacy right here.
I didn't hear what you said.
This is what we have to deal with in this country.
I said, of course I support Turning Point. I contract report for them sometimes, but I'm not currently doing that. I'm not out here for Turning Point right now.
Pretty bigoted out here.
Thank you. How are folks receiving you out here? How have you been received out
Crying a
here?
fucking river.
Well, actually, some people I've had really good conversations with. Like, there's a transgender individual out here somewhere, and she's a journalist as well. And she's come over and had several conversations with me. We just sit down and we talk. When it's quieter, it's much easier to have discussions back and forth where we hear each other out and stuff like that. But
Why did you come?
why did I come to document? Yeah, talk to people as well.
Not to get in arguments with people.
Well, I do like to have discussions with people. Yeah.
And what about you?
Yeah, we're on the same tour. We work together, and we're going around to different college campuses debating people.
How old are you?
23 years old,
From?
Texas.
What's your background?
My background is just an online conservative influencer.
Are you Latino?
No. No. I know, I look a little brown, but I'm not.
Brown. You're not a brown person.
No.
Are you sure?
I have a DNA test.
Talk to your parents and your grandparents. I'm just saying.
I'm I'm half British and the other parts are German.
And back 2 generations ago when people were slaves, a lot of people passed so that they could, become white, and you never know. You might have some African American.
I'm white. I did a DNA test. But yeah.
What does that mean you're white? What are you? European?
European, okay. Germanic, Wales, Ireland.
So you're European American, you're not white, you're European American.
Yeah, white European American, yeah.
White European. Yeah. Okay. Thank you guys.
Yeah, of course.
So anyways, there's the conversations we're having. I got sucked into that conversation. But anyway, we're out here. Let me show you the difference. This is why we're out here. Turn around, turn this way. Let me go this way, you go that way. Okay, so 2 years ago, or however long it was, I would have been standing over there, ready to sit in my fancy seat or stand with the lighting and the makeup on. Just no one has been over here from. That's the mainstream corporate media, standing over here, away from what's happening, not getting involved in these conversations. And this is what independent media does. We get right in the middle, and we come back here, and we talk to people. I thought some folks send their producers over to get some information to see what's going on, and then they go, and then earlier there was a thing, and they run the video. And anyways, so I'm just saying you got to get in the middle of it. And that was, those guys were, he says he wasn't associated with Turning Point. He just contracted, and then, he said, oh, of course I'm a supporter, but I'm not, a part of the organization. So that's what's happening here. We're going to talk to some of the people here, but I just want to tell you some other things that we have been doing here. What happened earlier. I want to show you something that's very disturbing at this detention center. Let me see how long I've been going, because I want to make sure that I have enough time. Something very disturbing that happened at this detention center. There was a producer from one of the local stations, WGN, a station that I know very well. When I worked here in Chicago, we would help each other out, kind of sister stations, unofficial sister stations. Our assignment desk would help their assignment desk, and at the end of the night, because our newscasts were kind of on at the same time, we would go out and have some beers and whatever and befriend each other. So I know the folks there. I don't know this particular producer, I don't believe, but this producer, wait till you see what happened. This is a television producer for WGN. I think it's WGN, either TV or radio. She could be a radio producer, but I think it's on the television side, getting detained earlier today. Watch.
We are at Lincoln and Foster. And they just took this woman off the street. I am recording it. What is your name? What is your name? WGN. Debbie Proctor. You know your rights, Kate. Stay silent.
What's your name?
Debbie Brockman. I work for WGN. Let them know.
I got you. Yep. Debbie Browning?
Brockman.
WGN. Do you guys want to share your names too, or you're just going to cover your face?
Stop. Good job. Get the fuck out.
Fuck you.
Get out of our...
Hopefully your wife and children make it home.
What is this vehicle, honestly? Yeah.
Get out. Get out of our neighborhood! Get out of our city! Come on, man! Come on! This is some bullshit! We're not welcome here! Alexia, let's go. No! This is some fucking bullshit!
Oh!
Are you serious? Fuck!
Yep.
Their license plate is you're about to get paid.
Yeah. What's your...
You're about to get paid. You're gonna get paid. It's gonna suck.
Wow. So that was WGN producer. She said her name is Debbie Brockman, and I'm working with those guys to try to figure out exactly what happened. I would love to be able to talk to her. We'll see if that does indeed happen. But there are a lot of folks who are out here who have been out here since early this morning talking to people, others who were kicked out again after all of that. Excuse me, let me grab this. Some of them were kicked out after that scuffle happened. They were saying that it was these guys, but then these guys said that they had nothing to do with this. Now, clearly they're saying they wanted to come and have a conversation, but now they're being, it looks like they're being provocateurs and instigators. Doesn't it look like, are they being instigators? They're saying they want to have a conversation.
They're supposedly from Turning Point.
They are.
They are just instigating. She's standing there with an "I stand with ICE" sign. It says she's here protesting the fact that people are protesting ICE, which I don't think is what protesting is, but 100% instigating.
Yeah.
I mean, they just saw the combo you had with Joe Schmo over there, right?
Yeah, that wasn't even my thing, and I just jumped in. I'm like, why am I doing this? But
well, and he said he's traveling the country having discussions and conversations with people, but
yeah,
that was not what was happening over there.
You know, earlier we had just left this facility in order to go to talk to the mayor, but I just want to tell you. Oh my God, hold on. Let me see what's going on here.
You're super racist. He has white supremacy ideologies.
How can they be yanked from their car?
I'm sure he has a manifesto. I'm sure you have a manifesto somewhere in your belongings. I fucking guarantee it. I guarantee it.
How can they be yanked from a car for no reason?
Okay, they're still having the conversation. That is, they say they want to have a productive conversation, but it's very unproductive. What's happening here? Where are you guys from?
From the area.
You're from the area. What do you think? Why are you out here?
Just to check, just to support everybody. Yeah. Being Latino, it is what it is.
What do you think of these guys?
Which guys? Yeah, it's a freedom of speech. It's America. We have to talk to disagree and talk.
And you?
What's the question for me?
Why are you on?
Why am I? I'm here to support the protest and support the people that are being unjustly detained, and just to let them know that can I cuss?
Yeah, you can.
Let them know that they can fuck right off with all this shit. That's what I'm here for. I'm not wasting my time on this Charlie Kirk.
I know. That's why I walked away. I was like, okay, enough.
I don't even like that they're giving him all this attention because him and his followers are eating it up.
That's what he wants. That's why I walked away from it, because they want that. I was like, I'm done with this. That's what they want. They want content.
He's trying to instigate shit for content.
Yeah.
I ain't buying it.
He's saying he wants to have a productive conversation.
No, he doesn't. I've been watching him. I've been here for 3 hours, and I've been watching him mess with people for 3 hours, overhearing everything he says. He's just spewing the same propaganda you can hear from any one of these guys, and just trying to instigate with people, and walking around with his phone out because he just wants content.
Yeah.
Because his people are eating it up. It's just one side. It's one side of the dividing line, and that's what they are. And there's no real. Nobody's changing anybody's mind. No understanding is happening.
And then they will spew information that's false, and then they won't admit
Absolutely.
it. But here's the thing: when he saw me, and he goes, "You're down limit." Immediately, his camera turned to me, and he just only started talking.
He wants
some content.
He wants the content.
Hey, you don't know who I am. You don't know who I am.
So
famous. What's up?
So listen, the Illinois senators were here earlier today. Dick Durbin and Tammy Duckworth. We're going to hear from them and also hear from the Chicago mayor right after this quick message from our sponsors. This episode of the Don Lemon Show is brought to you by Graza. It's my go-to olive oil that's made cooking at home feel like a restaurant. What makes Graza special is the freshness. They pick, press, and bottle their olives in the same season, and you can see the harvest date right on the bottle. They make 2 incredible extra virgin olive oils. Sizzle is perfect for everyday cooking, roasting, sauteing, anything in a pan. And Drizzle is a bold finishing oil that makes everything better, from salads to bread to even a scoop of ice cream, even in your martini. So I cook a lot for friends and family, and Sizzle and Drizzle make it easy to elevate whatever's on the menu. And right now, Graza's having their annual site-wide sale through October 21st. No code needed. Everything is 20.74% off. I know that sounds off, but 20.74% off. Stock up now at graza.co, graza.co, and take your cooking to the next level. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Today, October 10th, is World Mental Health Day, and we're saying thank you to the therapists who show up, listen, and help millions of people move forward. A great therapist can change your life. Sometimes it is the right question, it's a safe space to cry, or a small win that keeps you going. And if you've never tried therapy, maybe this is your sign. BetterHelp has helped over 5 million people, and they make starting simple. You fill out a short questionnaire, they match you with one of their 30,000 licensed therapists, and you can switch at any time if it's not right for you, if it's not the right fit. So I believe in therapy. It has helped me in tough moments. And if you're ready to start that journey, BetterHelp is a great place to begin. You get 10% off of your first month at betterhelp.com/Don Lemon. That's betterhelp.com/Don Lemon. Hey, we're almost back on the, all right, here we go. So there, thank you to our sponsors. So I want to say, I told you I was going to get some information from you. This is according to a source over at WGN. I don't know if anybody else is reporting this, but I got it directly from the source, and it is true. You can believe this. So I'm being told that the woman who was detained or arrested, I'm not sure exactly how to qualify it right now, she's no producer. I'm told she works in creative services. Her name is Debbie Brockman, and according to my source, the last that they heard or has been that she has been released and that she is on her way home. And so I'm asking what led to it, what happened, and I'm waiting to get my source to get back to me. So as I said earlier, Senators Dick Durbin and Tammy Duckworth were here speaking to the protesters and also to the media about trying to get into this facility and not being able to. First off, here is Senator Tammy Duckworth.
But it is not appropriate to militarize our cities. It is not appropriate to activate National Guard troops and send them into our cities. Our National Guard men and women are doing a fantastic job. But you know what? They sign up to be tank drivers. They should be practicing driving tanks. They should be practicing to defend America against our enemies around the world. And that's what they would rather be doing.
Okay, I'm going to do a restart.
Okay. And so she doesn't want, she said she doesn't think the National Guard should be here, obviously. And so, look, and she should know, as a combat vet who was injured and almost paid the ultimate sacrifice. She made a big sacrifice, right, by losing her legs in war during the Iraq War. And that was Senator Tammy Duckworth. Also, new information coming in that, according to the source, the station has not spoken to her. And according to people who are in her department, she was released without being charged. Okay, so that's the very latest on what everyone thought was a producer. But again, unless you're doing some reporting like me and pounding the pavement and calling, you're not going to get that information. So there it is. She works in creative services. So that was Senator Tammy Duckworth talking about the National Guard and being able to handle the job and the sacrifices they're making. Senator Dick Durbin, once again, denied entry to the ICE facility. Here he is.
This is the fourth time we've asked in the last several weeks. We started at the Great Lakes Naval Training Station. All along the way, we just want to be briefed on what they're doing, what their resources are, and what's happening in the streets. They've refused to tell us this information. I've done this job for a few years now. I've never had this kind of stonewalling by any presidential administration. Something's going on in there that they don't want us to see. I don't know what it is, but all Americans should be asking the same question. What is it? Can you justify it under the Constitution?
Okay, so that was Senator Dick Durbin. There was a little bit of a skirmish over here. Nothing that is worth going over there for. Okay, so here's the other information that I got, a recording. The Department of Homeland Security said that the person who works for WGN says they're saying that she threw objects at a Border Patrol car. But again, according to my source, she's not a producer. She works in creative services. The source also says that the station management has not spoken to her, and that according to people who know her, they said that she had been released and that she is on her way home. So anyways, again, that is the very, very latest information. There are protests going on all over the city right now. One that is happening soon that we're going to try to get to. And then this protest, which is here, this is an ongoing, living protest that happens all day long here. So as we have been out, I'm going to play something for you that will probably infuriate you, and that is Pam Bondi. Pam Bondi is the Attorney General of the United States. Pam Bondi is now claiming that the Minnesota lawmaker who was killed, a Democratic lawmaker who was shot by a Trump supporter, that Trump supporter is somehow Antifa now. She's coming out lying giving misinformation about what happened with Representative Hoffman. Here's Pam Bondi.
We've been living through a horrific cycle of political violence in this country. We've seen attacks against police officers, federal agents, including the deadly shooting in the ICE facility in Dallas. Night after night, Antifa wreaks havoc on our streets of our cities. In Minnesota, a gunman murdered a state lawmaker and her husband. It was horrific. An anti-Semitic lunatic tried to burn down Governor Shapiro's house while he was in it with his wife and young children. This week, authorities arrested a man outside a Catholic church in Washington, D.C., with hundreds of explosive devices. And on September 10th, our nation stopped in its tracks with the assassination of Charlie Kirk. We miss him dearly. Unfortunately, I'm here today to talk about similar threats that were made against Benny Johnson and his wife, Kate.
By the way, also what we missed was the person for Governor Shapiro as well was not Antifa. I believe that person, check with me, producers, was a Trump supporter. Thank you, producers, right there. Pro-Palestinian Trump supporter. So Pam Bondi, again, conflating stuff. And that's what happens is administration does that. And then they try to blame the people who give the right information and blame the people whose cities or states that they're coming in and overtaking and usurping the authority of the local officials. They try to blame it all on them. I spoke to the mayor of Chicago about that, Brandon Johnson. I spoke to him. First, I asked him, why on earth would the president of the United States want you and the governor of Illinois in jail? Mayor, maybe it's because people love you that the president of the United States wants you jailed. What? He wants you and the governor. What's up with that?
Well, look, the president of the United States of America has declared war on the city of Chicago and American cities across our country. And, we're going to continue to defend working people, our democracy, and protecting, our humanity. But, as you can tell, the city of Chicago it's the soul of America, right? I believe we're the global capital of the world, and it's an honor to serve in this capacity.
So that is the mayor discussing that. And by the way, I had a very lengthy and great conversation with the mayor. We caught up with him as he was walking outside of City Hall heading to another event. And we took a stroll, as you can see, across Daley Plaza right in the middle of downtown Chicago. Mayor Brandon Johnson also talks about video of the arrest during the morning show. Here it is. Oh, sorry. This is Brandon Johnson speaking about the crime stats. Pardon me for that. Here it is. Because if you look at, I'm going to read some stats to you. In the past 6 months of this year, Chicago has seen a 33% reduction in homicides, 38% reduction in shootings. Overall violent crime is down 21.6%. So why is this administration saying that Chicago is a war zone? He said it's worse than Afghanistan.
Well, he's absolutely wrong. We have done a great deal of work to ensure that we're investing in the communities that have been historically left out. And because of our investments in young people, where we hired 31,119 young people for summer jobs. It's over a 52% increase. We've expanded mental and behavioral health care services. We're building affordable homes. And as a result of our work with our detectives division, which I promoted 200 more detectives, there's stronger collaboration between all of government, the full force of government. We are seeing a decline in homicides and shootings, shooting victims, robberies. Now look, Don, we have a lot of work to do. One shooting, one homicide is one too many. I'm not saying that we have solved poverty in every single economic challenge that people have endured for a very long time, but we're clearly moving in the right direction.
Yeah, well, look, I'm going to one more stat before we talk about some other things, because he said it was a war zone or worse than Afghanistan. Afghanistan ranks 9th on the global organized crime index among U.S. cities. Among U.S. cities with the highest murder rate in 2024, Chicago isn't even in the top 20.
No.
Is a thing. So, and so why is the National Guard here?
Well, they shouldn't be. And we're grateful for the ruling that came out yesterday with this temporary restraining order against the Trump administration. We're all clear that this president is trampling all over our Constitution. And this is an incredible overreach. What he has proposed is unconstitutional, it's illegal, it's unnecessary, and it's dangerous.
Why is he getting away with it? You think he's going to defy a federal judge because he's saying, well, we need the National Guard there to protect the ICE agents?
Well, he's certainly trying to, and that's why we're standing firm in Chicago. I said I'm going to defend the people of Chicago, and here's what I mean by that. We put forth 3 sweeping executive orders to ensure that people know their rights, that there's a clear distinction between local law enforcement and federal agents, that we're protecting our fundamental right to be able to protest, and of course, the latest executive order prohibiting ICE from setting up its operations on city-owned property. Yeah. And this was important because, you know, when you think about the accommodations that have been made by the public, whether it's parks, libraries, schools, transportation, these are the very things that we fought for in this country. And I'm not going to allow the federal government to trample on the very institutions that are meant to serve the public good.
I don't know what the hell's going on up there. But I was here yesterday and a couple came up to give their dad medicine and they were turned away.
I'm good. It's not you I'm going to move because I'm losing signal.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just moving a little bit. If you want to come back, you can. Sometimes it's just one little spot.
What do you got, Verizon or?
Yeah.
Did you get AT&T? Did I just make a commercial there?
It's not a hotline. Right?
What is it? What is
Information.
Info line?
Yeah. Okay, sorry, I didn't know. Am I back on? Okay, sorry, I guess I'm back on. Andy, you didn't let me know. That's okay, though. We're live. Anyway, so I was talking to an LA Times reporter, which she wanted me to do. She said, you have more clout than all the other reporters here. Have you tried to get inside? Can you get us inside? I want to talk to these guys because apparently, let me see, these guys are. Hold on.
You need me to move?
These guys tried to go inside. Hey, guys, can we talk to you? What happened? You guys went over for what? Come talk to us.
Because they stole the people from.
What happened? Did you go try to get inside?
No, yes, and they did not let you inside.
Why did you try to get inside?
Because they just stole the person, like my cousin from the street with the old paperwork. He was legal, every paperwork he had on him, and they just stole him. Because he didn't have on him. He just had the ID, but he's supposed to like keep all the paperwork with him up to date.
And he's still there?
No, I don't know. Nobody telling you anything.
So you have no idea where he is?
No.
I spoke to someone who said that they weren't doing that. Just no more than an hour, 2 hours ago, said they weren't pulling people who were legal or with papers. They were only doing criminal.
No, they just stealing the people from the street. that's the reality right now.
What did you say to them?
No, they just give us the information where we can contact the people from the ICE and provide them the paperwork so they can release him.
It's your cousin?
Yes.
From where?
From Ukraine, but he's been in America like for 16 years.
They pulled some Ukrainians off the street as well?
Everybody, man. they don't care.
What do you want people to know about what's going on here?
I don't know. To be honest, we don't know.
And your family, that's got to be...
No, I mean like everybody, like from my family and me and my cousin, we've been here legal. I'm a citizen. Like all my family, they've been here for years and never had any problem with the with the law or something. But they just stealing the people without I guess they hiring the people without instruction or something. So they just go on the street and stealing the people from the street. That's what what's going on right now.
What do you think about what's going on?
Yeah, that's I don't know, man. We'll see.
No, tell me, what do you think? How do you feel about it?
Nah, it's not good. It's not good, kind of frustrated, but everything's gonna be good, man. Well, I just have to survive those hard years and then go through this, and everything's gonna be good.
So what do you do next? Are you on a wild goose chase?
I don't know, man. No, we're just gonna go to another facility, see if we can find him and see what's going on. All right, thank you, because I have to go, man.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Thank you, sir.
I've seen you out here since this morning. Really out here working.
Say again?
I said I've seen you out here since this morning. Really out here working. I love it.
Thank you. Yeah, I love being out here. I love talking to people.
I can tell. I've been following you a good bit, especially since you were independent, and you really be going hard lately. God damn.
Why are you out here?
Just trying to, Just trying to support human rights. That was the main thing, you know. The more stuff I heard about this facility that just sounded messed up, like, you know, not having beds, not having showers, you know, not having hot food, being way over capacity. I mean, it was a processing facility, so it doesn't have the facilities to be a detention center. It's not supposed to house people long term. And, you know, I really think we're treating these people very inhumane. And and now they want to crack down on the protests harder and harder, and you know, bring in the National Guard. It just seems like things get crazier and crazier by the day. It feels like, but meanwhile, people are having a dance party over here.
No, it's crazy.
You gotta, you know, lighten the mood somehow. You know.
Thank you. All right, let's check this out. Come check this out. So this is these are the violent protests, dangerous protests that are supposedly happening in Chicago with anti-Trump derangement syndrome people. Does that look dangerous to you? I mean, and then you know you have to, oh my gosh. Do you see that on the ground? Oh my gosh. Yo.
Sorry guys, my phone died.
Wow. What are we witnessing here?
Antifa is scary.
These Antifa people are really...
Guys, Antifa just breakdanced in front of me. I'm so scared.
Mom, come pick me up. Antifa's bad.
Thank you.
Appreciate you so much.
Thank you. What's your name?
Jaleel Anthony.
Jaleel Anthony. Nice to see you. What do you do?
I make content for them.
Good. Yeah. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Pleasure. Thanks.
We are here to take witness and to bear witness that we're on the right side of history.
Yes, Rabbi.
Not this guy, not this guy. He's on the wrong side.
Oh, he's an agitator?
Okay, so the Turning Point USA guy is trying to get on the mic and talk, and they're saying, don't do it, he's an instigator. So, yeah. What did he say?
He said, is this a fucking black Hebrew Israelite?
Is this a what?
Is this a black Hebrew Israelite?
You know what I say?
Oh, well.
Agitators.
Uh-oh, come here, let's go over here.
He's right here.
Come on.
What I say to black...
Excuse me.
Israelites were black.
What I say to agitators...
I'm not asking, I'm asking a question.
We don't want you here.
Are you? He is a black Hebrew Israelite.
Hey, but don't disrespect him.
Go home. Go home.
Go
Hey, how are you? Good. That's what he wants.
I want to hear your...
He wants the attention.
But you know what? Maybe some of this revolution can rub off on you. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe educate
Because we are here to stand up for what is right.
He wants the attention.
That we are not
Anyways, he said something he asked the guys there is a black Israelite. And there you go. So, not wanting to have conversations, as he said, productive conversations. He just wants to be an instigator. More. I'm going to get a word in from our sponsors. 2 minutes, we'll be right back. Support for the show today comes from the Freedom from Religion Foundation. All across America, politicians are pushing religion into public schools, posting 10 commandments, hiring unqualified chaplains, and rerouting public money to private religious schools that often exclude LGBTQ students and non-Christians. But FFRF is fighting back. They're in the courts, in Congress, and in classrooms defending the First Amendment and protecting students from religious coercion. In fact, they recently won a big victory, a federal court case. They blocked a Texas law that would have forced every public school to post the 10 Commandments. Our rights are on the line. Don't let them be rewritten. Visit ffrf.us/school or text DON, that's DON, to 511-511. To learn more, that's what you do, all right? So message and data rates may apply. Support for the Don Lemon Show today comes from Shopify. It's a commerce platform that helps millions of people turn their ideas into businesses. When I started the show, it was just a dream. Shopify helped to make it real, powering everything from our merch store to audience engagement. Worried that you can't build a website? Well, Shopify's ready to use. They have ready-to-use templates, and if you need help writing product descriptions or generating discount codes, they have got it. Shopify's AI tools can help you. They've got you covered, and they can match you with people for customers, all of it. Shopify makes email and social campaigns simple, and if you ever get stuck, their 24/7 customer support team is there to help. So turn your what ifs into why nots. Start selling for just $1 per month at shopify.com/lemon. That's shopify.com/lemon, where your business begins with a ka-ching. From the road, thanks to all of our sponsors. Hey. All right, we're back now live. The gentleman is still speaking over there. He took the attention off of the Turning Point USA guy. So I'm just going to show you right here. This is a facility. See, through here, folks have been getting in. The windows are boarded up. And also to the left as well. But there are folks here. We saw some of the people on top of the roof. You can see the gate closing there. There's also other officers in this detention facility. We're being told that it's horrific conditions. The conditions inside are horrific in there. And I think they should, don't you think there should be some transparency, some truth? There should be, as there people want cameras in the courtrooms, shouldn't they show us, take us inside and show us what the facilities are actually like, if it is indeed humane conditions? I think the American people who are taxpayers who are paying for this deserve as much. The mayor of Chicago told me no more than 2 hours ago that he believes the president of the United States is declaring war on Chicago. Here's Brandon Johnson. You said that you believe that, and I'm paraphrasing here, that the right wants a rematch of the Civil War?
Well, they've declared, I mean, the President of the United States of America, with his own words, has declared war on the city of Chicago. And it's clear that with all that they have proposed, going after Medicare, going after our public education systems, firing public employees, the vast majority of them are black women, withholding federal dollars for public transportation that we fought for on the south side of Chicago. I mean, he's literally attacking the very institutions that were built post-Civil War. And so they desperately want a rematch, but my commitment is to the people of this city to make sure that we are defending our democracy and protecting our humanity.
And that's the mayor of Chicago. The mayor of Chicago is saying that Donald Trump and this administration, Donald Trump has declared war on Chicago. Do you believe that, Larry?
No, I've lived here my whole life. I'm 58 years old. And sure, we have some issues like every other major
He says that they admit that Donald Trump has declared war on Chicago.
Well, yeah. I mean, geez, there's people scared. They don't want to come out of their houses. You know, that's our president. He should be protecting us, and he's declaring war on us. That's insane. That's insane. I can't even believe that came out of my mouth.
Out of his mouth, you mean?
No, that I just had to tell you that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, again, this is not the America I know I grew up in, and what I'm most afraid of is my kids growing up and not knowing the freedoms that I had over my 58 years of being on this earth. That's really the catalyst that has me out here. I feel for these people. If there was a path that was paved by Congress many decades ago, we wouldn't even be sitting here right now. But this is a culmination of non-activity from our government over many, many years. And that's both sides of the aisle. That's both sides of the aisle.
So they've successfully kicked out the Turning Point people. I believe. Did you see the guys from Turning Point USA?
I didn't hear you.
You see the guys from Turning Point USA here?
No, I did not.
So what do you think? You see the media standing over there. Why aren't they in here?
I don't know. We had our senators, Dick Durbin, Tammy Duckworth, were here earlier, so that's just where they huddled. So, and it was good to see them, and they had some good words, and it seems like, you know, they truly understand what's going on, but it's just their hands are strapped. You know, they don't have Congress. They don't have any form of the government right now out of the three branches, and they can't do anything, and that's a shame. That is. So we're until something changes, and hopefully we can have a good midterm vote. I think we're going to have to be suffering through this. And I'll tell you one thing, though, is I truly feel, as an American citizen, I truly feel that some crazy way we needed to go through this situation, okay? Like the Japanese said in Pearl Harbor, okay? They woke a sleeping giant. I think Trump woke a sleeping giant here, and this will never happen again. We have to get through it, and I hope we do. But I think people's eyes are finally being opened that you have to go out and vote. And I'm not telling you to vote for either party. You have to know the facts. And you have to get out there and you have to exercise the right that a lot of people died for us to be able to step our foot into the booth.
Yeah. When I walked up, you said something about COVID?
Yeah. I watch CNN, I watch you guys, I watch a lot of different news broadcasts during that time, and I just wanted to thank you for that. And you put out a lot of good information. You guys, you and Anderson went through a lot of data, and you got a lot of good facts for us, and that was nice.
Oh,
so thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
Thank you. I had no idea that you were going to say that.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. We don't usually hear that about COVID. When someone talks to us about COVID, they're like, "Why did you say it was a horse?"
Absolutely
medicine?
not. The exact opposite. Every night I made sure I was in front of the screen watching you guys, because I felt that was truly getting the right information instead of the wrong information. And you had Dr. Gupta on there, and those were awesome people. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'm glad that I got a chance to say that to you.
Thank you.
Okay?
It's a pleasure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep doing
Appreciate
your work.
Thank
man.
you, sir. I really appreciate it. So he lives here in Illinois, in the Chicago area. So this is what's happening. I just want to show you. As we walk over, you can walk. You can stay on the other side. You can stay on the other side. So this is where folks are just sitting out here, and there are protesters here. There are members of the press here, members of the media, but for the most part, the folks who are out here are the protesters. There are some pro-ICE folks here, and then there are...
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Sorry?
I said thank you, Don. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Good to see you guys. See there's a scary Antifa chicken right there. Thank you, man. Good to see you. Take it easy. And there we go. And then we got the media right here who are preparing to do all of the stuff and all of the things. So let me tell you, we're going to head to another protest. We're going to bring you back live. We're going to be IRL, but let me tell you, put the Twitch thing in the top of the chat, because if you want some of our IRLs, you're going to have to go to Twitch. Not always. Our 10 and our 5 are going to be here, and some of the IRLs are going to be here, but we're trying to establish a new audience to grow the Lemon Nation. So I want you guys, if you can, it's free. All you have to do is go to Twitch and sign up and follow us there, and we're going to do live IRL, even if we're in the car or wherever. So just so you get a feel of what's happening. Some woman, I was standing there, and the lady said, from the LA Times, she said, "Why are you here?" And I said, "What do you mean, why am I here? I'm here because I need to know what's going on, and I don't know what's going on if I'm sitting in a studio somewhere in New York or Atlanta or LA or, even in Chicago if I'm not out here. You have more of an idea if you live here in Chicago because you deal with it every day going around living in town. But if you live in New York or some other far-off city, you have no idea. So that's why I'm out here. I'm out here trying to give you guys the information. As I told you yesterday, especially to my Lemon Legends, they said, "What are you doing? I feel like nothing is happening." I'm using my voice and my platform and what I believe is the best way, to respond to this situation. And that is to bring you the information, to witness it, to bring it to you, and not edit it, not perfect conversations at all. People get things wrong in conversations all the time, and that's the whole point. But I want you to be able to see what's happening in real time instead of little capsules or snippets where people are putting it either in a story or they're running a soundbite or the fight on TV or that kind of thing. We're not doing that. Okay, we're bringing it to you in real time, and it's giving you the truth. I don't expect any answer from anyone left or right, but if some of the information is wrong, I'm going to tell you if I believe it's wrong. So anyways, go to Twitch, and the link is there, and follow us over at Twitch as well. It's not going to impact our YouTube at all. It's just going to be different information and different content that we're going to give you for that. There's my old station, Channel 5. How are you?
Good to meet you, man.
Yeah, good to meet you.
JC, brother. Good to meet you.
JC?
Yeah.
How's Channel 5 these days?
It's great, man.
That's so weird. I've like interviewed. How are you?
I've heard just stories of you, man, that everybody loved working
Is it bad?
with you, brother. It's nothing. The good things only, man.
How's Marion was my co-anchor. How's my girl?
Mary, I just saw her today. I literally saw her on Michigan Avenue. She was doing some live stream for the marathon. You know, the marathon's a big weekend for us. So everybody that I've ever encountered, you, Ginger Z, all those people that talk about you guys, so you guys are legends down there, man.
Oh, thank you.
So it's good to meet you,
Thank
brother.
you. Tell Allison Rosati I said hi.
Absolutely.
And give Marion a hug for me.
I will.
Okay.
Absolutely. Good to meet you, brother.
Nice to meet you. Thank you. That was my old station. I was the 5 o'clock anchor, and the fill-in. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. How are you? Originally from Louisiana. Yeah. I'm a mutt. I'm all mixed up. So, what was I saying? I was a 5 o'clock anchor, and then the 10 o'clock anchor, which is 11 o'clock on the East Coast. It's 10 o'clock here, Central. So, yeah. Then I was going to be the big-time main anchor of 10 o'clock news, but I decided to go back to network, give the local thing up. Chicago's a great town. Okay, we're headed to another protest. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go over to Twitch if you can and just watch some of our IRLs there, and I want you to be informed without being inundated. Thank you so much for supporting our channel. Thank you so much for becoming a member, subscribing. We really appreciate it. So, as I always tell you, thank you. Good looking out, brother. Thank you so much. As I always tell you, guys, I want you to be informed without being inundated until I see you back here, either for our live stream or for our 10 a.m. show tomorrow morning on Hot Topics. Turn the TV off. Thanks everyone for watching. Your support means the world to us. So make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe to our channel to make sure that you never ever miss a video. We're live every day, 10 a.m. Eastern time. We drop even more content at 2 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Eastern. And if you want more Don Lemon Show content, we'd love for you to become a member of the Lemon community, where you will receive access to special community posts. You'll get exclusive content and members-only live shows. So head over to our channel page or click the join button on this video. Again, thank you for watching. We appreciate your love and your support, and we will see you